Mau Forest Complex is the largest forest block in Kenya and one of the main 5 water towers of the country, covering some 400,000 hectares. Mau Forest hosts an array of diverse flora with indigenous trees like cedar, pine, eucalyptus and the podocarpus. The trees and bushes which have exotic flowers, producing berries and fruits, some of which are of medicinal value. Tea production thrives well, particularly in optimal climatic conditions found on forested hilly areas. The bushes need constant moisture, modest soil temperature and pH balance, thus they do well in the Mau region. The Mau complex serves as a major conservation area, hosting game parks, national reserve and lakes. Tourists troop in every year to view the game, flora and bird life. Popular with the tourists is the Mara Serengeti game circuit, relying on the waters of the Mara River. Major lakes including Victoria, Turkana, Baringo, Nakuru and Natron are fed by rivers emanating from the Mau Forest Complex. The rivers Nzoia, Sondu Miriu, Mara, among others, which form part of the Nile Basin, also have their source in Mau Forest.
Hapa pale tuko hapa Mau, mlima Mau, hii yote Mau ni pembe moja kubwa ya maji katika taifa letu ya Kenya. Hapa ndio inatokea mto wa Mara ambao unaelekea kule Natron. Hapa ndio inatokea mto Sondu Miriu na unaelekea kule Lake Victoria. Sasa kama miti zimekatwa, maji inakuwa sasa inapunguka. Maji ikipunguka, wanyama wa pori watakufa. Biashara ya utalii inakufa.
River Nile, the sole propellant of Egypt's earlier civilization, running through a cross-section of countries, finds its source at Lake Victoria. The hydropower generation potential of the Mau complex lies at an estimated 57% of the current total electricity generation capacity in Kenya. This has been marred by the reduced water levels upstream, depended upon to run the double turbine Sondu Miriu hydro water plant. Rivers such as Sondu Miriu, emanating from the forest complex, has been affected due to bad cultivation along its banks.
This is the water catchment area, or especially of Mara River, which goes alongside the Mara plains. This water here is turning a brown color. This is because of some cultivation which are being done up here, so the soil is being eroded to the river. That is why the water is turning its color.
Logging of trees that help attract rain and act as soil cover has led to soil erosion and siltation, leading to reduced rainfall levels, destruction of river catchment areas, and the eventual drying up of rivers. In the last decade, human settlement in the Mau ecosystem has increased tremendously. Pressures of a growing population have brought the emergence of urban centers within the closed canopy forests, leading to further forest destruction due to logging for timber production. With the carried out excisions in the Mau forest, the ability of the ecosystem to cope with natural calamities, in particular drought, has been compromised. Kenya has experienced drought leading to an unprecedented impact on mwananchi and the economy. The country has also experienced shortage in water supply and electricity rationing. The government's efforts to relocate the people living in the Mau complex have been met with opposition. People who have encroached the forest go about their farming activities and demand a worthy compensation if they have to vacate the Mau complex.
Kazi yetu hapa ni ukulima. Kulima kama vitu kama mahindi, viazi. Kwa maoni yangu mimi mwenyewe, kama serikali ingetoa yani tupasa alo yani ambayo inasema kila mtu apande mti mahali ambapo anaishi, ama serikali iwapo atatuondoa, tungeomba hiyo watutafutie mahali.
Seche kokichokiek kapingareta koikinde yu kiap en kesik ngot ikinyoru eche ngot kukoen yu ngokisiche ngot ta konde kiyai kose bani kokonyo kole serikali koibe timi bo Mau forest ni ko kimoche en ketilwech ienyon en yet kiribene tugai ak en mwengoni chonjog ak yet kimenyage chekamwa kitinye yet age ngokibendi amukin kebitu koyon kitoni sikil itenye bani okuriet koyon kilogene koen sikio ko mislakwet koyon timi bo Mau forest nye en nye osiliginyon.
Kenya's Vision 2030 on environment seeks to increase the forest cover from less than 3% at present to 4%.
Inasemekana kila mwaka kilomita 5 ya jangwa inakuja pande hii. Tusipojihadhari, miaka zijazo, vizazi zijazo watakuwa wanaishi kwa jangwa kama kule upande ya Egypt, upande ya Sudan na upande ile nyingine yote.
One of the flagship environment projects for 2012 is the Water Catchments Management Initiative, seeking to rehabilitate the 5 water towers, namely Mau Escarpment, Mount Kenya, Aberdares Range, Cherangani Hills, and Mount Elgon. And that is why the government is determined to save the Mau complex from further destruction by setting up of enforcement posts within the forest.
We have impounded some few cedar posts in the interior of the forest, and we are trying to control further destruction of the same by patrolling day and night to the forest. We are intending to establish a nature reserve in the forest in order to conserve this forest.
It has also introduced reforestation measures. The stakeholders in the tea growing zones are calling on the locals to plant more trees.
We are creating a buffer zone in planting tea so that we can preserve the Mau forest. Now we are marking the boundary all around the forest so that we are able to preserve the Masai Mara forest. We are also sensitizing the community for them to know the importance of preserving the Mau forest. And after that, we will also engage them in planting trees so that they know the importance of preserving the forest. And also it will be a source of income to them because when they plant trees, when they start their nurseries, actually something good come out of that.
With proper gazettement, electric fencing and thorough administration, different Mau forest blocks could become independent tourist attractions, offering game and bird watching, walking safaris, and a visit to historical caves such as this well-hidden Imbenek Dapasha cave. The Mau ecosystem is a national treasure whose survival and potential is dependent upon not just here at home, but even by neighboring countries. Kenya therefore is under obligation to conserve and protect Mau forest.
Ni jukumu ya binadamu kuhifadhi mazingira. Kizazi hichi cha Wakenya hii wana jukumu ya kuacha Kenya vizuri kwa vizazi ambayo inakuja.
No!